Alright, for those of you that don't know me, I'm new to Xbox, but I'm not new to being a commissioner of a dynasty with this, on this game. I've played the title for about the last 4 years on PS3, and the online experience was not very good at all. Lots of the games lagged, and I had high-speed internet. So the change to Xbox was the difference, and I've not had a laggy game yet. So I know how to run a league, and I think you'll be happy with the way I run this one. But I wanted to give a quick rundown of some of the settings and things that we're going to do. If you joined a dynasty this time of year, odds are you're going to approach it the same way that I do. That means that you love the game and you're still playing it even though the season's over with. And that's exactly what I was looking for, and that's exactly why we restarted. Another reason that we restarted is because when you begin a dynasty and you have rules and regulations, people join under those terms. Under those terms. And when you go changing everything, then it's like, hey, that's not what I agreed to. I want out or whatever. So some of the changes that I did make or that we are going to make, the no user switch rule that we had is no longer in effect. If the ball's in the air, you want to switch on another player, do it. Just don't take advantage of the computer. I don't think we'll have any issues with that. Another thing is we're going to advance every 48 hours. The guys that I'm used to playing with here, 6 or 8 of you, I know how you play. I see you online. You play your games, da-da-da-da. We can get that done. If there are user games that come up and it takes an extra day, I don't have a problem with that. All I ask of you is to help me out. Take a look ahead. If you have a user game coming up, schedule that sucker. Get it ready to go. Set up a time with your opponent so we can get it played and we can keep it moving. I will do my part to take care of you guys and make this dynasty a very, very fun experience. That's why I put Louisville in the Big 12. The King 41 is a huge Louisville fan. That's what his heart is set on. If that's going to make him happy and that's going to make him participate, that's exactly what I want. I don't have any problems with that. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is the scheduling. The reason we have 3 conferences with 4 teams in each conference is so that we're guaranteed user games per season, and I don't have to manually set those games up. It eliminates me from the equation, and in years past I've heard complaints, well, so-and-so's got this many user games, and this one's got this many user games, and that in itself can be enough to make guys get pissed off and quit. Here, the user games that you have are all predetermined by the computer. They're conference games that can't be changed, and that takes everything off my shoulders, and I think guys know, hey, the computer set up my user schedule, it is what it is, and that kind of eliminates a problem that I have to deal with. I will take requests for games out of conference games, and nobody will play an FCS opponent. So, but if you make promises to a guy that he'll play a game in a home state, let me know what state that is or whatever. I'll make sure that you play in that state so that you can fulfill that promise. Again, I'll take care of you if you take care of me. On to the gameplay rules, the nano blitzes. Nobody nano blitzes in the league, and so for the new guys, just to be clear, a nano blitz is when you take a particular play and you manually move players into gaps or put him behind this player, behind that player, so that you can get, a gap pressure or whatever. That's garbage. We're not doing that. Overload blitzes and all that, that's all part of the game. I use them. Other guys use them. So as long as the only adjustments you're making are line shifts or linebacker shifts or things like that, then it's all fair game. I don't have any problems with it. Okay, everything else here you guys can read and you understand why. No run commit, I think that's cheesy. I think it's difficult to run the ball as it is. So no run commit. We're not going to use it at all. If you want to use pass commit, you can. I think pass commit helps because zone coverage is fundamentally broken on this game, in my opinion. I think when you play another user, it works, fairly well, but the computer knows exactly where to go. Players tend to have a slow reaction. So long story short, I think pass commit can help out on that. Recruiting and all that, I mean, that it's all pretty clear here what you can and cannot do. I'm going to set up a couple more threads where I need you to list how many players you have or whatnot. I might go ahead and go through that myself and tell you how many players you get, scholarships and all that. Trying to answer some questions that I had from other guys. The reason we have the speed on slow is because the slow game speed allows for more animations, which makes things look a little bit better and the players react a little bit better. Okay, so that's why we have it on slow. If you've never played on slow before, it doesn't make a whole lot of difference in the gameplay, but it does allow for more of those animations to take place. So we're not creating a coach. There aren't any coaching contracts. I wanted to leave it as it is. And, 30, 40 different coaching changes a year is pretty stupid in my opinion. So I'd rather have none than have, half the damn NCAA changing coaches. And last but not least, the big thing is our advance. I want to advance every 48 hours. 72 at the most, but everybody that I've played with in these dynasties, they're online often. So I think if you've got a couple hours to go play another title, you can hop in there and get your dynasty game played. Again, I'm very structured. I'm all about discipline and doing what you got to do and get it done. But I'm also understanding, and I know it's just a game. And if you have any issues or problems, come to me, let me know. I will do what I can to work with you. All I ask for is just communication. I don't need you to post 1 million posts a day on the forum or anything like that. Just pay attention to the forum, keep up with what's going on, and everything will be good to go. I promise I'll do what I can to help you out. That's about it, guys. Again, any questions, let me know. And as soon as we can get everybody's preseason done, I'll have the dynasty rolling. I want to get it started as fast as possible, but I also want to give guys a fair amount of time to get their preseason stuff done. And that's it. I'll talk at you later.